Hi, everyone. It's Professor Raphael. This is our last dictated essay for this workshop. And the essay is on raising the minimum wage. So, as usual, listen to it as many times as you need to, write it out, and submit it by the end of the day today at 11:59 p.m. today, which is Thursday, May 14th. And here's the essay. The city is considering raising the minimum wage for workers to $15 per hour for developers who receive subsidies from the city, period. As Scott Serene points out, comma, quotation marks, it is only right that the jobs created by those projects pay a decent wage, comma, quotation marks, which would help many people live above the poverty line, period. The mayor is opposed to it because he believes it will decrease the number of jobs by frightening away new development, period. However, comma, in Los Angeles, comma, there was no loss in development projects when the pay was raised to $15 an hour, period. Also, comma, 15 cities around the country, which also increased their minimum wage, showed equal job growth with cities that did not change, period. Second paragraph. The bill to raise the minimum wage should be passed because it is the city government's responsibility to help the poorest and most needy people who live here, period. Of course, comma, the city must provide this help without hurting its economy, and do it first with development projects that receive tax breaks from the city, period. According to the experiences of other cities, comma, increasing the minimum wage would not chase away business and jobs, period. Third paragraph. There is evidence that shows that the city would not lose jobs in development projects, period. Los Angeles passed a very similar law, and as Serene points out, comma, quotation marks, no city projects were canceled because of the wage requirement, period, quotation marks. I believe that the developers make huge profits, and if they had to pay slightly higher wages to their lowest paid employees, comma, the owners would still earn a lot of money, period. My friend works at an accounting firm in Manhattan, and she told me that most of the developers she worked with made tens of millions of dollars in profits, period. Fourth paragraph. It is also important to note that it is our taxpayer dollars that are providing the subsidies to the developers that help build their projects, period. We pay taxes to make our city a better place to live for all people, period. The neediest should be helped first, period. Not only is it the right and moral thing to do, comma, but it will also make our city financially stronger, since those workers who are paid more can afford to buy more and be less likely to get any kind of government assistance. In my economics class, comma, I learned that when more people have greater purchasing power, comma, the better the businesses do and the more money the owners make, period. Last paragraph. I certainly agree with Serene when he says, quotation marks, a wage of $15 an hour would help lift thousands of New Yorkers above the poverty line, period, quotation marks. This bill should be passed as soon as possible, comma. But it should be only the first step, because it only applies to government subsidized projects. After a year or two, when the mayor and the city officials see that it does not harm the economy, comma, the $15 minimum wage should be applied to all jobs and workers, period. People cannot live a decent life with essentials like food, clothing, comma, and a place to live unless they can earn a reasonable salary, period. End of essay.